Killer, man, killer. There was a couple new songs, actually. Prosody, Beyond the Darkness, featuring Miss Jane on vocals there. Yeah, killer, man. She's got an awesome set of lungs, man. She's awesome. Oh, yeah. And Shallow Ground right before that with their new one, Con, man. What do you think, Eric?
That was pretty jammy. I was digging it.
Right? They're awesome, man. They're killer. Dude, so listen, we got Mr. Eric Ross here, bassist from Threat Point, with us tonight. You're the organizer behind the Scranton Music Fest?
Yeah, I guess the organizer kind of deal. I had to go find all the bands and fill the time slots, draft everything up, book the place, you know, the works kind of deal.
Right. So, well, what's the story behind it? What was the inspiration or the wanting to do it?
Well, in my prior band, we did quite a lot of the all ages shows, and I wanted to kind of capture that back because, like, it's the scene in Scranton is strong. Like, there's a lot of underage kids that have tight knit following with like Crockpot Abduction, and then there's a lot of the older heads that like the music around, you know, Cause of Affliction, and my own band that are more in the bar scene. So I wanted to kind of integrate them together, kind of say, and kind of bring something to do in the area. I see a lot of people on Facebook are always whining like, oh, there's nothing to do around here, you know? Oh, Scranton's boring. It's like, no, now there is something to do. Support the bands in your area, because, like, also, like, Breaking Benjamin's right from our area. Now they did what, like the number one album on the Billboard?
Yeah, man.
I think that was earlier today. I seen that on Facebook.
Yep.
But, like,
fucking Facebook.
You never know who in your area is gonna explode, and it's like, I don't know, a cool thing to say, like, oh, I seen those guys, like, they played a little festival in the park. So it's like giving something to the area, kind of contributing to the community and the music scene.
Cool, man, cool. So now, you don't have, you didn't just have one genre. It's a multiple of genres you got going on, right?
Yeah, originally we wanted to do a metal festival because the band I play in is metal, and like I said in my prior band, we were a metal band and we liked doing the all ages shows because the kids get real into it and it's a real good feeling and it gives them something to do. You know, they're not going out making trouble. You know, but yeah, we decided because of the broad range of music in the area to like just fully exploit everything. So
cool, and you're right. I mean, we have a killer metal scene here, but the other genres they kick ass just as well, man. I mean, and
absolutely,
and it's tight. It's tight, no matter if you're listening to a metal show, a rock show, or whatever, man.
For the most part, everyone's pretty respectful of it too. Like, even if metal is not their per se type of music, or punk, or acoustic, you know, everyone seems pretty respectful. So, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be a good unity.
Cool, man, cool. So, give us some of the bands that are playing.
Well, we're going to have 2 stages running, so there's no downtime on entertainment. Kind of go stage 1, stage 2, stage 1, stage 2. Like, if you ever went to like the Mayhem Festival or Warped Tour or Uproar on like the mountain, how they have the multiple stages,
right?
And once one band's done, another starts. So kind of get that kind of effect for like a full festival kind of effect.
Cool.
But we have Adam Fox, Blue Coal, Objects to Avoid, No Vacancy, Crockpot Abduction, Urvesa, Blood Eagle, Earthmouth, Slapjaw, Threat Point, Cause of Affliction, K1 as the DJ, the Olivettis, Juliana Ark, James Barrett, Kid Kern, and Skip Monday. And also photography will be done by Cammie Kettle of CLK Photography.
Sweet, man, sweet. Now, Blue Coal, man, Adam, Jeff,
they're great guys.
They're awesome dudes.
When
awesome,
Adam
man.
messaged me, I was like, all right, you know, I really want to put these guys on. I just want to see what's going on, because originally it was like a metal fest. and there was only like 8 time slots, and it was like, I want to kind of expand it a bit. So once we drafted it up, and now there's 17 acts playing, it was like, I'm putting you guys on. There's no doubt,
Yeah, and they're like, man, how would you describe them? Like a hard rock blues?
Yeah, that's what
something
Adam was telling me is more like a blues rock, which would be perfect because I'm trying to like capture a little bit of everything. Like No Vacancy is like hard rock country, while Blue Coal is more blues rock, Slapjaw's hardcore, Arvasa's like pop punk post-hardcore, and then CPA is punk. Cause of Affliction has a good like mix of hard rock and metal. Threat Point metal. Kid Curtin is rap. Indie acoustic. Skip Monday. So it's nice and broad. A little taste for everybody.
Sweet. Now touching on, we were like the tightness of the area, man, and the brotherhood and the camaraderie of this area. What's really cool with Adam from Blue Coal used to play bass for Earthmouth, and Jeff, the saxophonist for Blue Coal, is the current bassist for Earthmouth. So it's really cool, man. I mean, it's a
little blended,
Yeah,
it's like Cause and ourselves. We share a little bit of a scene, while more of the acoustics acts will share. While punk, it's a little bit of everybody. It'll be nice integrated crowds, and the diversity will really bring everyone together, and like I've been saying, it's a tight unity, and it will really bring to light what this area has that people aren't really exploiting. Because like pretty much, like I said, there's all age kids that went to like my old band Without a Martyr and CPA and karate camp shows. Like there's no place for it to play. 25/8 studios, they're a little tough to book with. The Vintage is gone, New Vision's is gone, and a lot of fire halls don't want people to rent, so there's no place for like kids to go to local band shows in the area, which is making the bands travel, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you want to play home as well.
Right.
But they can't get into the bars where Threat Point and Skip Monday, I seen they play like the Woodlands a lot. It's like, where you're going to see acts like this integrate it,
Nowhere, man.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to do it because they're going to think it'd take a money loss. But the park, it's a perfect place. It's known. Everyone in the area knows where NAOG is.
Everyone.
So it's not hard to find. It's free. No one could say like, oh, I don't got money to go to the show. I don't want to go. Just go. It's free. It's something to do. And we're going to be selling food and beverages. So if you get hungry, you don't really have to travel. You have it there. We have the porta potties, and the bands will be selling the merch, which is more encouraged to buy their merch because there's no admissions fee. And I'm sure the bands will really appreciate that.
That's cool, man. Cool. Well, let's play one of the bands now, Arvasa. Dude, what can you tell us about them?
I've been hearing a lot about them. I have a couple of my friends that were friends with them on Facebook, and they were recommending me put on the show. And it so happened the drummer messaged me, and he was like, yo, can we get on? And I was like, pop punk, post-hardcore, I need a slot like that. There's not a lot of bands I could think of firsthand to put on there. And then I listened to one of their songs, and it was nice, tight, with good recording quality, and I don't know, it was kind of set in stone decision there. I've been seeing a lot of publicity getting on these guys, and I want to see what they're about.
Cool, man, cool. All right, gang, check it out. This is Arvasa with All Along.
Walk through hell, the father's curse, that shines into the can't rest in pieces. Pictures come from all around. They catch me in my weakness. I keep my eyes on fire. The battle escape the night. I know I'm scared right now, but all I hear is sounds and flight. Never go home again, 'cause in the end there's nothing left for me to reset. And I will carry you until we find the light of better days. And as this falls, all these walls will tell the stories I was too afraid to listen alone. Listen all along, all along, all along, all along.
Killer, man, killer. We are back with Eric Ross. That was Urbesa with All Along. Awesome band, dude.
That was a fucking awesome track. I actually didn't even get a chance to listen to that one. They sent it to me earlier, but that was killer. The fucking singing is on point.
Unbelievable, man. That dude's got a voice.
Pipes.
Yeah,
Pipes like a
man,
motherfucker.
yeah.
I am really stoked to see these guys.
Dude, wow. Wow. So, you know, we're talking about the festival and shit here, and I've had you here a couple times before, but you were your other band, your old band, Without a Martyr. You're playing bass for Threat Point now, man. Tell us how that all came about.
Well, the Wham split thing was like kind of towards the end of the year. I guess me and Mike were trying to get a little more out of the band, and we kind of thought like a couple of members weren't feeling it as much, or like had other things going on. Like, I don't know, just it was almost like mutual. Everyone was kind of getting bummed out, and like it was more like a job you don't want than having fun. And like we had great times and good memories and stuff, but like I guess the pieces were just falling apart. And then it just so happened in Threat Point that Ron was leaving right around that time, and Dave was willing to play bass, so they sent Mike an offer. And I was a little bummed out because me and him wanted to continue writing with each other because we formed a bond over music. Like, we weren't friends prior to joining the band, and we became friends through the band and like with the same goal in music. So I kind of want to stick with him, and he got the offer from Threat Point, so I was a little bummed. But it just so happened that Dave was starting to have thoughts about leaving, and I dabbled with bass, but it wasn't my like main instrument I was playing. And I got the call from Mike one day, and he was like, "How would you feel about playing bass for Threat Point?" He told me a little bit of what's going on, and like I kind of got butterflies to sound as lame as it does, but I wanted, to see what I could do with it, and like I'd be able to take a little bit more into an instrument I haven't got a whole lot of time to spend with it. So I got to, see what I could do with the bass and whatnot. So me and Mike got together, I think that Sunday, and he taught me a few of their songs, and then the next day, the Monday, and I just practiced my ass off for the practice Tuesday to show him what I had, and I guess I did a good job because I'm with them now.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And now I seen you guys play down at the Meltdown. Unbelievable, dude.
Thank you.
Ron was awesome, man. Dude, that dude would bang his head. Like I was saying, there's times I thought his head was going to roll across the floor. But, dude, you bring an energy to the band that unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. You take it to the next level.
I guess I kind of just do what I do. I mean, sometimes I see a band playing and they just stand still, and I can't. Like, I just get an adrenaline rush, and like we use with the wireless system that I got to use with the band. It's like I got to kind of use my burst of energy a little bit more, so I run all over the place like a fucking madman. after my first show with them, our singer Chris looked at me. He's like, "You're like the little Energizer bunny." He's like, "You don't fucking stop." And then a couple weeks later, after shows, he's like, "Do you stop headbanging and all?" He's like, "You're gonna fucking hurt yourself. We're gonna call you Whiplash because that's what you're gonna give yourself." So now they call me Whiplash, and I guess from what I've seen and heard, the nickname fits.
Dude, you know, and I tell the story about seeing you guys, and I joke about you not being on the stage. Like, you were down the corner, you were up on top of the bar, you were like everywhere except the stage, man. That was so cool, man. You were jamming with the audience.
I try to bring the best live experience I could when I play, because like, listening to a band is one thing, but actually going to see a band is two different beasts, and I want to try to bring the best of what I could. Like, Third Point has a great recording quality and tight songwriting, and it's like I want to match that or go above that with a live performance to try to make it, because, you know, like, if you're chilling at the bar and you're enjoying the band but you're talking, and all of a sudden a band member is sitting next to you jamming, playing you get a little pumped up. So try to bring that little vibe to it.
Cool, man. And you guys, you bring it. Threat Point brings it, man. Definitely, man. Definitely. You guys are there. And
Thank you.
And you're always playing out, man. You guys are always doing something. You're a real busy band.
Pretty much. We're weekend warriors, as some would say. You know, we work our full-time jobs throughout the week, and then Friday, head on the road, play again Saturday, and usually Sunday is a travel home. Like, my first show was way out of state. It was in West Virginia. Then weekends after, it was Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, New York. Then we just went on a tour. It was Virginia, 2 stops, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. So it's like we're getting across, and Southwest tour is planning in September. And one thing we were talking about is me and Mike would reminisce about the old Wham shows and like how the all ages crowd was just killer, and Threat Point never really got to do that. So I kind of wanted to give them that experience as well, you know, share what I've seen in prior times.
Yeah, man, cool. So now the next band I want to play, Slapjaw.
Oh, Slapjaw.
Now these guys bring a show, man.
If you have never seen Slapjaw, you are missing quite the fucking show. These guys, they bring one of the most crazy live shows. Dave's right in the crowd with you the whole time screaming, and Jerry is a show himself, just slapping the guitar, making these faces, rolling around.
Upside down.
Part of the set, we lift him upside down.
Upside down.
Dave's a wicked drummer, and like the best is the appearance. You look at him at first and you go, who the fuck are these guys? And then they play and you go, holy shit, who are these guys?
All right.
And I've been friends with these guys for quite some time now. They're pretty close to me, and I was always telling them about the all ages shows, and they're like, oh, one of these days, man, you got to get us on. And I've been trying, and like I said, there's no place to play. New Visions is gone. The Vintage is gone. Fire Halls won't let you do it. So this is the time to really bring them into the all ages crowd. And I feel like the all ages crowd, they're going to tell their parents, like, oh, we're going to, who's playing? Oh, the Slapjaw. And they're going to be like, Slapjaw, we seen him party with them when we were kids. And so a little family bonding, maybe the parents will go, you know?
Yeah.
But they're not going to know what's going to hit them. They're going to see them on stage. They're going to go, okay, this is cool. Then they're going to play, and I don't think they're going to forget the Slapjaw set. I never forgot the Slapjaw set.
The first time I seen these guys was Metal Meltdown 2014. Dave gave the signal with the finger in the air,
and the pit just fucking
exploded. It was you guys, Mike,
Phil.
You went up, you grabbed Jerry. Next thing you know, the dude's upside down. He's still playing. You guys are swinging him around. He's still playing.
He says it beats the shit out of him out of shows, but he loves it. And I don't blame him.
Oh my God, that's awesome! Yeah, they're awesome, man.
I'm really stoked to have these guys on this. I've been trying to get something like this with these guys for some time, and now the chance has arrived, and I'm really grateful I get to do this opportunity, like put the show on and everything, because like I feel like I'm doing something good. You know, a lot of people do bad stuff. You know, everyone's guilty, a little sinner, a little saint, but I feel like this is something really good and really positive, and I'm proud to be doing this.
Cool, man, cool. All right, gang, check it out. This is Slapjaw with Stand. We'll be right back.
Stand up for what you believe. Don't ever let them see you fail. If you're afraid, you don't have the answer, just look at me. Like
Killer, man.
Oh,
Slapjaw
yeah.
with Stand. Awesome, right?
Fucking heavy, aggressive, fast pace. Love it.
And they put on a killer show, man. They really do.
The music doesn't even. I don't even know if it touches the live show. Like,
Oh, no.
if you haven't seen Slapjaw, you really do not know what you're in for.
Because the live show is half of Slapjaw, man.
Oh, most
You know?
definitely. And they're great guys when you get to know them, too.
They are. Like I said, Kopko, I've known him for a million years. We went to high school together, man. You were talking a little bit about Dave.
Yeah,
you guys are good friends.
Yeah, me and Dave hung out a lot of times, like my old band and Slapjaw, we'd link together a lot of shows, and like we kind of got a bond after that. You know, the reputable Slapjaw parties, and like even just going to see other bands and stuff, just hanging out. It's like we got to build like a personal friend relationship as well as like a bandship, if you want to say it. So yeah, they're great guys. Really.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And it's really cool that you got them for this.
They were one of my... Actually, when we were booking the festival, they were one of my first band thoughts. Because I've been telling them for some time now, it's like I've been wanting them to play an all-ages show and integrate their crowd with the all-ages crowd, and now the time has arisen.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, again, let's give me a rundown on the bands, man.
All right.
Slapjaw, obviously, Objects to Avoid, Crockpot Abduction, Earthmouth Threat Point.
Let's see who else.
Cause of Affliction.
We have Adam Fox, Blue Coal, No Vacancy as well. My buddy from when I used to work at Reaper's Revenge, Haunted Hayride, and one of my managers there, we're close friends, Kelly Michael, and he's a DJ, so he's going to DJ earlier in the day, so DJ K1. My guitar player Alex, we wanted to do a little family reunion. Him and his dad used to play out acoustically a lot together, and I thought it would be a real cool thing to have him and his dad perform. Plus, I never seen his dad play guitar, and I heard he's pretty good, so been wanting to see them. So I had them on. The Juliana Arc, which is this kid Jeremy Andres, he was messaging me, and he really wanted to be a part of this, and you know, like I could kind of feel the vibe, the inspiration behind him, and it just went with my gut to put him on.
Cool.
Kid Kern, rapper from Clark Summit, he messaged me, he was asking to put on, and like, yet again, I want diversity. There's a country band, there's blues, there's rock, there's metal, so why not have rap to it?
Right.
You know, like I said, everyone has a different flavor. There's people out there, they love Die Hard for metal, but they like rap music too, so it's a little bit of everything for all the people. So yeah, he messaged me and he wanted to get on, and not even like 5 minutes later, I had like 5 messages from other people asking to put him on, and I kind of took that as like vote, I guess. So I felt it quite necessary to put him on. We have Skip Monday, another band, seen a lot of coverage. They just did their EP release. I believe it's titled Wildfire, and Nathan from that band, I seen him posting a lot about his old band Lav Rat, and you know, I never got to see them, and I've been seeing much and lots of publicity for his new band, so I've been wanting to see them. So in a sense, it's kind of like I put a couple bands that I want to personally see myself. I believe that would be the lineup.
Cool.
You knew everyone before I got to.
Yeah, man, yeah. Wow, so unbelievable, man. I think this is going to be killer. I
have a really good feeling in my gut about this, and you know, always trust your gut. And like, I just watched the Facebook event. I just seen the people going, the rate just climbing, and at first it was a little slow. But what I did was, in the event page, like, if you have a big festival and they release the full lineup all at once, it's a lot to take in. Especially like something like this. There's 17 acts playing. You know, a lot of people aren't going to go through each one and listen to their music and actually give it a chance, especially because like, oh well, I like punk music, so I'm going to listen to the punk bands like Urvesa and Crockpot Abduction and Objects to Avoid, or I like country, I'm only going to listen to No Vacancy. Like, I slowly leak 2 bands in a day to give people a day and a half to listen to the bands and give them a chance. Like, you know, Cause of Affliction fans might never even heard of Crockpot Abduction, but I released those 2 at the same time, so you know, vice versa, an all-ages group is checking out them. And
Cause fans are checking out. Yeah.
It's all about integration. It's a unity and integration. That's the main key ingredient for this festival. nice little showcasing of all the different genres of music and talent we have in the area.
Cool, man, cool. So, next band I want to play, Objects to Avoid, man.
Another close friends of mine, the bass player Nate and his brother Nelson, the drummer, close friends of mine since when Wham was first starting. My old band, when we were first starting, like 3 years ago, like that's when I met Nate, and Nelson was through Phil, and it was a quick bond. Like we crack each other up consistently. And he's a great guy to be around. And another band I wanted to put on because they're tight. Nate and Nelson alone, just from prior bands I've seen them perform and just knowing their musical intuition with each other, because I think it might be maybe because they're brothers or whatever, but
right.
They're so on point and tight with each other. And yet again, one of my buddies, he messaged me, they're newer bands, so they're still starting up, gathering a following, and what better of exposure for something like this, so I thought nothing more than to put them on.
Awesome, man. All right, gang, check it out. This is Objects to Avoid with But I Did. Awesome, man. Awesome. Objects to Avoid, But I Did. What do you think, Eric?
Love it. You know, anything that Nate and Nelson usually put out, I'm a big fan of. Their prior band, the Luddites, I would go see them every time they played local. Tight. Great. And I'm really, really excited. We'll see what they're going to bring to their live set.
Cool, man. Cool. Now, and you were just saying they were helping you learn bass, right?
Yeah, Nate actually taught me quite a little bit of things, like prior to going in Threat Point, I didn't play too much of bass. I had a little bit of an idea, and I wanted to learn like a little bit of like slap pop style and stuff like that instead of just playing with the pick, add a different tone and stuff to the songs. And he was just telling me, do everything in octaves. And I was like, all right. And I played around with the bit, and bam, it just kind of caught on. So now I'm trying to write some stuff like straight finger picked in the new Threat Point songs, and then there's songs where I play with the pick. Usually the faster ones. Ron Martin, the prior Threat Point bassist, actually taught me a little finger picking strategy on like faster alternate picking, starting with your ring finger, middle, pointer, and then ring if you're doing fours. So bump, 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 and you just build the speed. And at first it feels a little weird, but it kind of feels natural. And then just keep practicing, and then all of a sudden you feel the speed, and it's like, shit, wow.
Cool, cool. Now, do you think it was easier to learn bass because you played guitar before?
Yeah, because you have the dexterity in your fingers and stuff. Like the bass strings are a lot fatter and stuff, so it takes a little more extort onto the string to fretboard. But you know, having my guitar background helped me. It definitely helped me play, and I could like sweep picking and stuff like I do on guitar. I'm adding into the bass lines of the songs and stuff. It sounds good, and it kind of looks flashy from the crowd. So best of both worlds, I suppose.
Right, cool. Now, and I you know, I'm kind of like in your boat, man. I first played guitar and I switched to bass, and I always kind of got like jabbed or needled a little bit there because I didn't play a bass like a bass. I had that guitar background. What do you think, man?
Everyone has their own preference. Like bassist from Megadeth, he was predominantly a pick player, while Alex Webster from Cannibal Corpse is a fucking finger pick player, and he plays ridiculous speeds. And just, if you ever watch a live Cannibal Corpse video, just watch Alex Webster play. Like, it's ridiculous. I watch that and I'm like, wow, I suck. I suck really bad.
Dude, one of my, I have a couple favorite bassists, man. Matt from Cause.
Oh, Matt is the fucking man. Matt is, yet again, another
He's
friend that we
unbelievable.
bonded through playing with our bands. Me and Cause, we played quite a lot together, and Matt's another great dude and a phenomenal bass player. He actually tracked a little bit of bass in Calm Before the Storm, one of the Threat Point songs off their first album. If you look in the cover art book, in the credits, there's a bass credit towards Matt Van Fleet.
Oh, cool, man.
So it's a little inside information for everybody.
Very cool. Chuck Donahue, Beyond Fallen, man. That dude's unbelievable.
Steve from Beyond Fallen's my cousin, so we got some ties with Beyond Fallen. Like, we play with them with my old band. We play with them more recently, a lot more with Threat Point, like New Jersey Metal Fest, and then Finger Lakes Metal Fest, then the Metal Meltdown at Diane's Deli. So, like, we've been doing a lot of Metal Fest together, so we've been spending a lot of time with those guys, too. Greg is the man. Greg's a real nice guy from there, too.
Oh, yeah, man. So, New Jersey Metal Fest, man. How was that?
It was cool. It was at Dingbats in Clifton, which is... It's a little small bar, but then the stage is the back, and the back is the stage, and pretty cool. You know, a lot of people hung out by the bar compared to the bands.
A lot of big names, man. Dingbats, they had a lot of big names.
Dingbats, I see quite a lot of activity going down there, and I guess across the street, the guy owns a little restaurant too. It's like a Dingo's Tavern or whatever. So it's like that guy's probably making a nice profit.
That's cool, man. Cool. Wow. So, what's going on with Threat Point, man? What do you guys?
Well, on the Threat Point subject, we are in writing for our third album. Mike White, he was also in Without a Martyr with me. We're trying to add a little bit of our influence and our taste into the music, which is blending pretty nice. Like, I'm a big Slayer fan, so we have one song that's written that's kind of like a mix of Sanctuary and Slayer. So that's something completely different. It's a little slower pace, and like, it's definitely something hyped to. I don't think people. I don't know. We're doing quite a bit of stuff, you know. We're doing a lot of touring on the weekends, and we're going to the Southwest in September. Recently, we were down south in Alabama and such, so it's like consistently playing, doing interviews, and writing new material, cropping songs, trying to make them as tight as possible and the best that we could, trying to outdo the old albums by yards. You know,
right.
Really going.
So, you know, you're northern band, and you're touring down south, man. What was the reception, man?
The South is where it's at for metal, to be honest.
No
it seems
shit.
like the North is starting to get a little more into like the hardcore scene of music, but the South is all down to earth metalheads. Like, I feel like a lot of times they like to get a little drunk and get rough with each other, so that's kind of fun for the mosh pits.
That's
but
cool, man.
Southern hospitality is the truest thing. Like, some venues will pull up, promoter walks out with a case of beer and a tray of pizza. He's like, "Well, welcome to the venue, boys," and it's just like, shit, I never see stuff like that happen up north. And like,
oh, no way.
they treat you, they're real nice, especially because you're out of town. Like, they want to hear stories about what's the scene like up home and stuff. So
Right.
it's a whole different world down there, though. Night and day from the north. Like, the way they think about things and like just talk, act, like even the scenery is a little different.
All right, cool, man, cool. Well, you know, I'm always pushing our scene here, man. Because, again, and this is what your festival is all about. The camaraderie, the brotherhood, the sisterhood. I mean, we got it going on here, man. We got a lot. All the bands are tight. There's always you always see a benefit going on. There's somebody's in need. Somebody's right there to throw a benefit, and everybody gets together and does what they can. And it's awesome, and it's awesome.
It truly is, especially like just seeing the unity like that. Like, one of the bands is going through trouble, like people holding a benefit to help them out, or like like people throwing a couple of bucks towards like a tip for like merch and stuff, and it's just like, here, this is to help you guys out. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Like, the scene around here is great, and I'm really, really excited to be able to put something like this on. Like, I sound like a broken record saying it, but like, I never see anybody doing stuff like this. Like, there's the Electric City Music Conference, but there's also so many bands on it, and it's all over the town. It's like
all
this is
over.
just all in one spot, like one combined area. And we have a nice enough area. Pretty much, if you want to get to where the performing bands will be, if you're coming up Mulberry Street and you're by the hospitals, you'll see a stop sign, and there's like a little orange ball-looking thing with a path. If you're walking, you can just take that path, and you'll see a giant white pavilion. That's going to be stage one, and there's going to be a pavilion on a little bit next, like pretty much right next to it, and that's going to be stage two. We're going to have a barbecue going there, and so it's pretty much in that section. There's 2 parking lots. The one thing they really stressed was don't park on the grass, keep it nice. There's 2 huge parking lots for everybody driving up, and because it's a park and public, no alcohol, and I'm sure people will be wanting to. It's like, if you not around here. If you want to go to your car when you're not in plain sight and take a shot or two, that is not my business. I don't know what you're doing, but please, I hope no one's going to be like really like belligerently drunk, because that's just asking for a bad time. Like, I'm asking everyone to be respectful. Like I mentioned earlier, Slapjaw throws a lot of after parties, and we're in talks with it, so there might be a Slapjaw after party for the 21 and up crew.
I'm sure there won't be any partaking of the foo-foo either.
No, actually, the best thing was when I go down to book it, the guys, I'm talking to the guy, he's like, so what exactly are you doing? I'm like, oh, it's going to be a music showcase and at the park. And he's looking at me, and he turns and he goes, is there going to be a lot of pot? I'm like, I was not expecting it out of the guy. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, is there going to be a lot of people smoking pot up there? And I'm like, no. He's like, it's not a pot rally? I'm like, no, not at all. Wait, so you're running the pavilions out up there, having a fuck ton of bands come up and perform for free? Yeah, pretty much. That's fucking awesome. And I was just like, oh, all right, cool. Because, like, the first time I seen him, he kind of looked like a little bit of an uptight guy, and I'm like, oh, geez, here I am, guy, long hair, tattoos. He's going to, like, already be judgmental. And he's like, real uptight when he first talked to you. Who are you? I'm Eric. You're the pavilion kid? Yeah. Come with me. And I'm like, oh, here we go. We go into the guy's office, and I'm thinking, this is what I'm really hoping he doesn't like shut me down or something stupid like that. He turns around, shuts the door, and he turns to me and goes, fucking people today, man, something else. And I'm like, okay, this guy's cool. he's down to earth. I guess you just gotta give that professional approach.
Yeah. Cool, man, cool. So, 2 stages. You're utilizing both pavilions. Plenty of parking. It's Naog Park, man. The park, it's huge. So there's plenty of parking.
Porta potties. You gotta take a shit. You gotta take a piss. There's porta potties. Or if you're really that fucked up, go in your pants. Everyone to each their own.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe you could have a diaper changing station.
We probably should. I'll have to get on that. Guys, we need some more stuff. But the idea with the 2 stages, so there's no downtime. There's constant entertainment going on the whole day. Like, band will go on stage 1. They'll play. As they're taking their stuff in, to kind of get the crowd's eyes off them so it's not dead weight time, nothing going on. They're just watching the bands, interchange equipment, have another act start. So the entertainment's nonstop. It bounces back and forth. It's kind of like the Mayhem Festival or Warped Tour, You see one band on one stage, you walk right over to the other one, see another one. It's going to go back and forth right there. It's like I said, it's a real close area. So depending on the pull, it should look nice and full. And that's one thing. I want the people to stand a little close to the bands because it's a real open area. If people are really spread out, it's going to look kind of empty from stage. I want the bands to get that full crowd experience because last I looked on Facebook, the going rate was 344 people. Like, if you put them all together in that nice area, comfortably spaced, not all on top of each other, it will look like a big, nice crowd, like you're actually at a festival on Montage or something playing from a performing artist. That always is a good feeling, especially when you see a bunch of hungry eyes watching you as you're warming your amp up and you turn around and you get that oh shit feeling,
Right. So 300 plus, man, that's cool. Plus, the people that are there at the park that don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be people walking by hearing music and going, what is this? And they're going to come and there's going to be a whole charade go on. Like, Cammy's going to be going all over taking pictures. And if you haven't seen, go to Cammy Kittle on Facebook or CLK Photography and look at her pictures.
Unbelievable.
Her portfolio is awesome. Great photographer. So I'm really happy I have her doing photography. Then the stages will be going back and forth. So, and like I said, we'll be doing a barbecue and stuff. So, you don't have to leave the area and miss a band because you're hungry. There's going to be pizza, hot dogs, burgers, Cheeky's Burgers. We're going to have sodas and waters for everybody. I'm talking, my aunts are pretty good at baking sweets. So, see if they can make some brownies or stuff. Because I personally know I have a sweet tooth. So, I'm sure people share my taste of sweets. So, I want to be able to give a little back to them.
Cool, man, cool. Awesome. How about we play another tune, man?
Oh, that sounds like a plan.
Crockpot Abduction. I love these guys.
Yet again, another band I've grown to become friends with over time. I know Connor Langen and them since I was in high school, and early Wham shows we started getting together, and that's where I seen the unity of it, because Wham was like a deathcore kind of band, metalcore, deathcore, and they're a punk band. Usually they're a little space between in genre types, and we would play the integrated shows and people would be respectful and watch both bands with full heart. They'll have their mosh pit for CPA and then they'll be moshing for Wham, and it's just then you see the statuses on Facebook when they add you on as a friend. It's oh my god, I had a great time tonight. It's they don't care what's playing. They just need somewhere to go and need something to do, and it's a great feeling to see, and I'm really excited to have them back. I did a couple festivals and I put them on, and like I said, I played prior shows with them, and they put a great set. Crazy, they'll come out to I remember Connor in a Hulk Hogan spandex looking thing, visions. They're not afraid to do whatever. They don't. They are the true steeple of I don't give a fuck band, and keep rocking, keep doing your thing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And the song I want to play is She Loves John Stamos. Awesome tune. Funny, man.
The fucking title alone. If you don't like the title alone, then I don't know.
And, I had them here a while back, and I was asking them about it. And they said, it has nothing to do with John Stamos. They were in class, and they were looking out the window, and they saw a guy in a pickup truck trying to pull a stump out of his yard, and that's what the song is about. They're awesome, man.
It's like I said, the I don't give a fuck attitude. Some people, though, they have to be no, this song needs to be about this or a serious topic. like, nope. Right
No,
out
it's just about a guy pulling a stump out of his yard with his pickup truck or something. I don't know.
Memories.
Awesome, man. Awesome. All right, gang, check it out. Crockpot Abduction with She Loves John Stamos. We'll be right back with Eric Ross. All right, gang. That was Crockpot Abduction. She Loves John Stamos. I love that song. I love that band. They're good friends of yours, Eric?
Yep, we're pretty close. Well, like I said, we played out quite a bit together, and they're fun kids to hang out with. You can't really say kids that are my age. So.
Right. Well, you guys are kids to me.
Well, yeah. We're still youngins.
But PJ, man, he's got the side project, P Jesus. That dude's talented, man.
PJ does have some talent behind him. Like you said, even the intro song to your station is one of his jams, and I like the nice, heavy, groovy stuff he works on. You know,
Dude,
I know he's a fan of the gent music, which I am as well. So, little musical sharing.
The song everybody requests from PJ, "Gather Around the Tractor Turds."
Some of the names they come out with. Is just
my god! Oh my god! And he's got like farm animal noises in it, and
this wacky, wild shit.
It's a trip. They're great guys, man. And that's really cool that you snagged them for this. That's awesome.
They're another band that was one of the first in mind because it's like I said, I know they have an all ages following too, and they haven't had a show in a while too. So it was like, you know, like calling a favor for the friends. I know they're always looking for shows and stuff, and it's like a hometown band that's been around for some time now. It's like what a better option,
right?
Same with Slapjaw. They've been around. Slapjaw's been a band for 17 or 18 years now. They've been a band almost as long as I've been alive. Like, that's ridiculous.
And they're tight, man. They're tight. It shows. It shows they've been playing together a long time.
The fucking Slapjaw set. Never a disappointment.
Never, man. Never. So, so 2 stages. Stage 1, Stage 2. Continuous music. Tons of parking. Porta potties, food, dude, you got it going on, man.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot going on. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but if people are warm, the pools will be open. But I encourage maybe go night swimming because I don't want people kind of dipping out on the bands. But that's still an option. I know some people will probably take upon that, but to each their own. As long as everyone's being cool and hanging out, having a good time.
Dude, you know what really impresses me is you put it together in such a short period of time, man.
Yeah, I posted about it a few times because I've been wanting to get something. I was trying to get like a fire hall or something, and then I remember my buddy Phil was telling me that he's seen a band called The Fighting Chance play at Nayok Park, and I was like, Nayok Park? Where the fuck are you playing at Nayok Park? And he's like, there's one of the pavilions, dude. It was actually pretty cool, and I was just like, light bulb. I was like, oh shit. So I had to get in touch with the guys, see how much it was for the pavilion. You know, the band helped because when we brought the idea, you know, they're like, all right, you know, we're the hosting band, so we paid up to get the pavilions, and then I have to pay again for the other one because we were thinking about just doing it in the one pavilion, and it's not enough for what we want to do. So it's about the little extra effort. But I did the cost, and the cost would be cheaper doing both pavilions prior to even a fire hall. Some fire halls are usually $250 to $300 sometimes. Wow. While the one pavilion was $150 and the other was like $75. So it's still a little pricey, but that's the problem. People are afraid to take that money hit with something like this.
Right.
You know, they don't want to dump the money in and be like, oh, well, what if we don't get it back or whatever? It's like you're doing something good, and like having also like playing out. It's like, I know having a good crowd there is always a great feeling and stuff, and I don't know, I want to make the highlight of 2015 summer for everyone in Scranton. Try to do the biggest thing I could possibly put together, and like you said, it was pretty quick. Like I posted up about it on Facebook, and there's like 60 some band submissions, and like a lot of them were metal because they know me from playing in a metal band, and I was like, I couldn't put that much metal on. As much as I would love to, I want to make it diverse. And like I had friends from out of town bands messaging me, and it's like, as much as I would want to, and I've been telling you I want to bring you down to here, I want this to be Scranton, like right around the area, you know, like Kid Kern, he's from Clark Summit, that's only 20 minutes, you know, that's not far, you know. Vase is from Wilkes-Barre, it's 30 minutes, but still like Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, like, in the area. And just like all the band submissions, it was just like, and a couple of the ones that I had to call in favors for, you know, a couple of good friends, you know, which I don't mind doing, but then I took a lot of fan feedback. I posted up, I was like, what bands would you want to see? And there's a big hit for Cause of Affliction, so I wanted to put them on. A big hit for Crockpot Abduction. So even so, it's like they're friends of mine, but also they're who I've been seeing a lot of the all-ages fans and bar fans asking for. So it's like I have to tend to that as well. So I kind of took the feedback, and that's how I found out about Revesa and No Vacancy, Juliana Arc. and James Barrett was like people sending submissions, and I would listen to the recording quality because like a lot of times recording quality will speak volumes about a band as well. So
Right.
I want to view the recording quality, see how tight they were, what kind of sound, like where I could fit them in on the lineup, because you can't. You have to be careful with festivals like this. Like, you don't want a metal band going on and then putting a punk band on the following stage. Like, even if an acoustic act is breaking it up, you know, like, kind of adding to it. Like, we'll start off the day with Adam Fox. He does a bit of acoustic from what he was telling me. And then it goes to a DJ. Then Blue Cold. Then back to the DJ. Like, also with the DJ, like, the second stage is a little shorter of sets, 15 minutes, but for acoustic bands, that's not too bad. They could do their thing and prove what it is.
Right.
While the band on stage one could also get their equipment down and make changeovers a little easier and smoother for them. So,
yeah,
even
man.
with the even with like an indie acoustic band breaking it up, like you want to have the, I guess, intensity rise. Like, so it's gonna. So pretty much all the metal acts will be playing in like kind of their own section, like the extreme section, you know, towards the end of the set, because you want that intent. If it's a real fast build intensity set, you want to kind of keep that momentum rolling, especially when a lot of kids were demanding for an all ages metal show, and like now you got half metal and you have your nice broad genre. And I'm sure there'll be people that'll hang out the whole day and they'll find out bands they never heard of and became like big fans of. You know, like it's a pretty common thing. You know, you go to Warped Tour, your friend's like, "Oh, I really want to see this band." And you're like, "Oh, I never listened to them. What, you know, whatever. We'll go check them out." And then after the set, you're like, "Damn, I really like those guys." And boom, there's one more band to your favorite roster.
Right, man. Yeah. You know, and I always goes to the festivals to check out what indie bands they're dragging along with them. That's so cool, man.
Especially on like the Warped Tour and stuff like that. See who the like local openers are on, who like won the battle of the bands and stuff like that. Because it could be a band you never even heard of that's far out of the area that won some contest to get it. And it's just like, shit, wow, you know, these guys are good. Like my buddies, Destruction Upon Us, they're based out in Effort, PA, and they won the Mayhem Battle in 2013. They played on the Mountain. And yet again, they're close friends of mine, so it's like cool knowing them and going to see them play on the mountain. A little bit of jealousy.
Texas,
that's never a bad thing.
Texas Hippie Coalition. I've been playing them on my show for forever, man. And then I got to see them.
Yeah, they were on the big stage at Mayhem too. So something like that had to be awesome to see, especially working and playing their songs prior to that, and then boom.
That's
I think
cool.
they're on the Cold Cock Whiskey stage.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That was a fun time. That was the year with Cannibal Corpse.
Right, yep. And now, again, I mean, you're not striving for, like, Warped Tour or Mayhem. It's just local. Let's get everybody together. Let's showcase what we have here, man.
It's kind of like a local showcase Warped Tour, because Warped Tour is a pretty mixed genre thing. Like, they have the reggae bands, a rapper, DJ, metalcore, pop punk. So they have a broad range. So it's kind of like a Scranton Warped Tour kind of deal on, you know, the broad diversity and everything. And
right.
Like Warped Tour all-day event. And that's my thing. A lot of people were probably like, oh my God, it starts at noon. And it's like, no, like, go for the whole day. What are you doing that's better? You know, I mean, like, everyone's always whining. There's nothing to do. It's like, there's 8 hours of entertainment for free. Like... Oh, I might not be into the band that's playing at 3 o'clock, but yeah, you're into the band that's playing at 5.
If you're going to, I mean, if you're going to Warp or Mayhem, you're paying. You're going to spend a good couple $100 that day to do the same thing, hang out for 8 hours or whatever.
I mean, if you go on the mountain, say you're going to Warped Tour, off the bat it's like $45-50 for your ticket. Then water is like stupid price.
$5-7. I don't know.
Yeah, $5-7. A chicken finger meal is like $11. If you are 21, you want to drink, a beer is $11. It's like you could go to here. Everything on the menu that we're offering is going to be under $5. We're going to probably do a combo thing too, like a pizza hot dog drink for $5 or something like that. So we're doing deals with like the food as well. So it's like you're going to spend way less money than you would on...
you get... obviously, admission's free. So you're getting to see 8 hours of music for free. and you can fill your belly for like $10.
Pretty much all day too. Like if you get there at noon, you want a hot dog for lunch. You know, around 4 you want pizza. Later on, about 7 or 8 you have a burger. It's like your meals are all there throughout the day. You gotta use the bathroom. The bathroom's there, and like I said, there's not much really else to do in the town. And it's like, or a lot of stuff is to do at night. So this is throughout the whole day. So if you go from 12 to 8, you could still do whatever you want the rest of the night. By 9 o'clock, you're able to do whatever you please. And like I said, Slapshot might have a little party, so, you know, people gather, we'll have a little after party. And another thing is, like, the word of mouth promotion. Yo, this festival's going on. Like, a lot of people are going to be able to see old friends or people they haven't seen in a while. Friends, crowds integrating. And, like, yet again, some people don't get along.
Right.
Don't fucking fight. Don't ruin something like that, because something like that would be pretty much of a damper on
They're not
going
to want you back next year.
Oh, we're not going to want you back, and we're going to have security on there. And, like, I guess we can't really escort people out of the park, but you could at least get them away from what's going on and break up a potential fight or something. Like, that's another thing, no drinking. A lot of times with the bar scene, like, when we were promoting the show, someone actually commented, and they said, I like this. I went to see a band at a bar the other day. People were obnoxiously drunk, loud, bumping into me. I didn't even have a good time. They're like, this is something that's more up my alley, which is understandable, because even like playing at bars, I'm sure a lot of the people listening that play in bands as well can feel me on this. When you play at a bar, sometimes you're just a lot of times you're just background noise, you know. And this is like full frontal entertainment with people that are going for the music. I'm going to have local artists, if they want to bring their artwork and sell it around, please do.
That's cool. That's cool.
So it's not just music. Like, we're going into visual arts. Like, my friend Brandy Morse, she does Raw Illusion Studio. She does, like, special effects makeup. She's going to be probably setting up a little table and promoting herself. I know Cloud from the area. He's doing his artwork. Ray Mione's doing his designs and band T-shirts he has and such. So it's like,
cool.
It's just a giant unity of the town.
And because it's at a park, admission's free, there's no alcohol, it's all ages, so the under 21 crowd is more than welcome, right?
They're encouraged. This is it's kind of for them in a sense, you know. Like, this is a family thing. If their kids go to shows and they go to the bar shows, they could just go together, you know. Like, I sound like a broken record expressing.
No,
it, but
man,
but
that's
it's just like a lot of unity in this, and
right.
I don't think there's anything like this around, because even like the Electric City Music Fest, like, you can't get into some of the bars like the New Penny or the Keys if you're under 21, but your favorite band might be playing there. Like, Ion Attraction might be at the Keys, and it's like, well, I'm 19, I can't go see my favorite band that's even playing the whole day. Compared to, okay, well, this is free, I could see them, I could find new bands. It's
right.
I keep getting butterflies.
And it's a win-win.
But I'm excited.
I mean, it's a win for the audience. It's a win for the bands. I mean,
win-win situations. You can't
beat it. You can't beat it. And the bands, you might not come out, you know, with your money falling out of your pockets. But there's so much more, like you were saying, that because of the cross genres, you guys might be picking up new fans from, you know, somebody who never listened to metal before, or somebody who never listened to rap before.
Yeah, this could be your spotlight. You know, it's something. That's another thing, is like, you don't know if there's bands you're unfamiliar with, you might end up having a new favorite band leaving there that day. Like, I'm sure a lot of people that are going haven't seen Slapjaw, and it's like, you know, I'm sure there's gonna be people leaving that are gonna be talking about that are set for quite some time. Like, did you see that? Like, it's
yeah, exactly, man, exactly, dude. How about some Blood Eagle right now?
Blood Eagle, those guys, again, another really cool set of dudes. We played with them at the New Penny and the Metal Meltdown, and they keep an old school thrash sound, which is like kind of dying out nowadays. Not a lot of people are going into like just straight old school thrash metal, and they're keeping it alive, and they're doing a pretty damn good job of it.
And they're kind of new, right? They're kind of new to the scene.
Well, talking to Kyle and them from it, they said they've been playing together for some time. They just haven't been performing out. Like when Without a Martyr played with them at the New Penny, I was asking, what should I put your band name as on the flyer? And they're like, we don't even have one at the moment. We're still trying to concrete think of one. And then they hit me with Blood Eagle, and it was just like, it's stuck because they're still using it today.
Awesome. All right, gang, check this out. Blood Eagle with Left for Dead. We'll be right back. Killer, man. Blood Eagle, Left for Dead. What do you think, Eric?
Thrashy.
That's a new tune from them?
Yeah, I was talking to, I believe, Kyle, and I asked what song would you like to use, and he said Left for Dead. He says that seems to be the most popular one off their pages. So, there you have it.
Cool, man. Cool. And that was literally hot off the press. I just downloaded that from Reverb Nation. So, props to those guys for allowing me to do that. That was really cool of them.
Thank you, Blood Eagle.
Thank you, Blood Eagle. I got to get those guys on air, man. They're really cool.
They're great guys.
I was hanging out with them a little bit down at the Meltdown, and they're really cool dudes.
Plus, they put on a pretty awesome set.
They do, man. They do.
Keeping it old school, keeping it alive.
And and the cool thing is they're young, and they're doing the old school.
Yeah,
that's cool,
keeping
man.
it alive. I believe Kyle just graduated from college. I seen on Facebook not too long ago. So, congrats to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. So what else is going on, Eric? What else?
Just promoting. We're going to be printing out flyers, post them around the town. I'm saying anyone that wants to lend a helping hand, if you have a printer, because I do not, so I got to go use the public library. So if you have a printer, feel free to hang flyers up around the town. I'm trying to get a little bit more of like a unity and promotion as well, not just as well as the music showcasing itself. Like, I'm having bands advertise as usual, like the flyer on their Facebook, but I'm asking a lot of the people going and fans, share it on your pages. If you have flyers or like a printer, feel free, print the flyer out, post it around, let it be known. Like, Threat Point might be the hosting band, and I might be the one choreographing most of this fucking hellfest, but the fans, you're a big fucking part of it too, and I would love to go into like places and go to hang a flyer and look and already see one already in the window and stuff. Like, I have a few places I plan on targeting, but I'm telling everyone, like, feel free, print some out, hang them up in stores. Like, even if you're not in Scranton, like Wilkes-Barre, Pittston, Clark Summit, Dixon City, Oliphant, like, post them all around. Like, it's a free show. We're trying to make this as big as we could for the fans and the bands and the scene itself.
Well, you can definitely count me in on that, man. The Keep Metal Promotions.
Yes.
I'll do what I can. I'll put it up on my website. I'll plug it on the radio show. And if I ever get my Facebook page back,
pesky Facebook page.
I will definitely be plugging it on Facebook if and when.
Those fuckers.
Motherfuckers.
Caution, don't use a fake name on Facebook. They will report you, and you need to send your ID in, because God forbid.
That's no shit, man. I had to take a photo of my driver's license and send it to Facebook to prove that I am who I am.
Maybe by the picture they'll know you keep it metal.
And I was even thinking of like photoshopping my name out and putting Billy Keep It Metal in.
That would have been fucking great. This guy's really official. Fuck.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Fucking Facebook.
I'm just waiting for the next big social media fucking wave to crash over Facebook, just like Facebook did to MySpace. Crash over, becomes a dead site. Facebook's just getting kind of annoying, just people whining. Then
oh my god,
I pretty much use it to plug the band and promote and funny pictures and videos. Fuck
yeah.
That's my Facebook usage.
That's I try not to look at the news feed because it's a lot of
opinions. Just everybody in opinions. That's all it is. You pick a topic, the Confederate flag.
Oh my god.
I'm with it. I'm against it. That's racist.
Gay marriage.
Gay marriage. I'm for it. I'm against it. My thing is, who fuck cares? Do your
exactly.
Thing. Do your thing. What makes you happy? I'm not gay. I have gay friends. Do I care? No. Good for them. Happy for them. For me, it doesn't really affect my life.
Dude,
I'm not going to complain about them.
Why is it news?
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's other probably big topics that are going on that we aren't focused on.
Fucking ISIS, well, I don't want to get into politics or shit, man, but
like porn. You want to talk about politics? Don't give a shit about politics.
Oh, fuck, man. So, a lot of bands. Let's run through the band list again. Every time I say this, Eric's got to take his phone out of his pocket.
I just don't want. I don't want
And I
anyone
said,
to feel
"Dude,
not included.
Well, this is what I said. I said, listen, Eric, man, my Facebook page is down. I have access to nothing. Can you help me out tonight with this?" So.
Not a problem. Like I said, anything to help. The stage 2 will be DJ K1, the Olivettis, the Juliana Arc, James Barrett, Kid Kern, and Skip Monday. Kelly is a DJ. The Olivettis will be doing an acoustic set, as well as the Juliana Arc, James Barrett. Kid Kern is a rapper, and Skip Monday is an acoustic duo. Kind of popish. The stage 1 will consist of Adam Fox, which is another acoustic act, Blue Coal, which is blues rock, Objects to Avoid, which is punk, No Vacancy, country rock, Crockpile Abduction, punk, Orvesa, pop punk / post-hardcore, Blood Eagle, thrash metal, Earthmouth, stoner doom metal, Slapjaw, hardcore, Threat Point metal, and Cause of Affliction, hard rock / metal.
Sweet.
And photo by Cammie Kittle, CLK Photography. Cammie's a sweetheart to everybody. Gotta give her props.
And she's an awesome photographer, man. Awesome.
Absolutely. Can't express it enough.
You see her work.
You don't believe us? Go on her page.
I used to see her work on Facebook all the time.
Before that Facebook.
Are you really Billy Keep It Metal?
Well, I got the tattoo.
You do?
But
that you do.
She is. I mean, she's unbelievable, man. And the work she does, it's awesome.
Also, the event page on Facebook is Scranton Music Fest at Nayog Park. I have all the bands tagged in the About section, so you could go add them as a friend, like their page, listen to a little bit more of their tunes from what we're playing. Keep posting on other cool things that are going on, who's going to be selling artwork. If you want to contribute artwork or have something else to add to the festival, message me, post in the page, feel free. This is, like I said, broken record, but this is a nice unity.
Cool, man, cool. And all genres open, 2 stages, plenty of parking, porta potties, food. Dude, I mean, and again, you put it together in such a short period of time. That's what blows me away.
The idea was present in my mind for some time. It was just like, once everything got concrete, once I was able to say, bands send me submissions, I post a picture up of the little contract I had to sign saying this is the date, and it's set in stone. You know, it was flooded in. I had 60-some submissions, and you had to buckle down 17 out of like 60, and it's like some bands I want to put on and I couldn't, and you know, you don't want to flood with too much genre. Like we were saying, is there too much metal? Is there too much punk? But like, you know, I feel like it's a nice diversity.
Pretty good mix, man. It's a really good mix.
Because it's also just not punk, just regular punk. You know, there's nice, more kind of upbeat, happy punk like Blink-182 for CPA, but then you have the pop punk from Orvesa, which gets heavy as hell because of the post-hardcore section of them. But then the metal too, you have Blood Eagle. They're more old school thrash metal like Megadeth, Slayer, old Metallica kind of sound. But then you have Slapjaw, which is more like straight hardcore, and then Cause of Affliction has more like that kind of a Godsmacky voice, I would say, a bit in Gary's voice, but then they come on crushing with some heavy baller riffs.
And then Threat Point, man.
Yes, not trying to toot our horn, but
toot it, man, toot it.
The groove metal masters, Threat Point.
Awesome, dude, awesome. So, wow. Again, unbelievable event, free to the public. 2 stages, plenty of parking, food, man.
It just has it all. All we need now is like a little foam guns and beach balls to bounce around. So yeah, if anyone's listening, they could take that in and do it. Just if someone's looking a little upset from doing it, just please be respectful.
Right. And and again, your open invitation to local artists or I mean artists like painters and whatnot, or whatever your field is.
Forte.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, it's open invitation. I just want to see as many people gather together for an event as I possibly could. Like, I'm trying to make the highlight of people's summer. And
cool.
I feel like this event will Well, I guess be what it is.
Yeah,
What I'm striving for.
Do it, and and hopefully, it's a success. I have no doubt it will be. And
the only way this could be a downer is the fucking weather, because it is in the park and it is in the open, and it gets me a little worried because so far in the beginning of the summer, so far it's been a little wet, but I'm sure the grass doesn't mind. But yeah, it's a little wet, but yet again, we're trying to plan B everything. If it does rain, we're going to be trying to get nice sized little tents and pavilions for people to stand on. If you're still wild enough to come out and hang out with us, I'm hopefully no bands get discouraged from the weather. I'm hoping and praying for a nice, bright, sunshiny day.
It could turn into a Woodstock thing now, with the mud and
that would be pretty fucking awesome, in lack of better words. Pardon my French, but that would be awesome. Just seeing kids going nuts and mud going. I could see a couple of the older people that indulge in a few shots of alcohol, rolling around in the mud and having a good time. But like Warped Tour rains, as long as it's not pouring down heavy, that doesn't seem to stop a damn people.
No.
Same with Mayhem. I remember going to Mayhem in 2009. Before we even walked through the fucking gates, it downpoured. My buddy had a big green mohawk glued up, and it all ran down his face, and he had green all down him the whole day. But that didn't stop a damn person. We still went nuts that whole day.
Cool, man. Cool. I got some Cause up next, man. Cause of Affliction. A new tune, Time to Rise. Dude.
Time to Rise is an awesome jam. I actually have to say it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I have it on my phone. I jam out to it quite often. You need that little pick-me-up in the mornings for another shit day at work. COA seems to bring that.
Cool. And, and I've interviewed these guys on the show. I've seen them perform a couple times. Unbelievable.
Awesome. Yet again, another great live band. Gary, when he busts that keg out and starts smacking her around like it's his bitch, like, holy shit. It gets kind of feel a little Slipknot influence in there, which I don't mind whatsoever. Slipknot would be my favorite band, but yeah, another great band, another close friends. We've been playing out with each other for around 3 years or so, but yeah, definitely a treat.
Cool.
I know a lot of people in the younger and older fans have requested them quite heavily for this event, so yet again, no brainer to put them on.
Cool. And, you touched on the keg there for a second. I just want to explain. Gary plays the keg.
Yeah. He plays the lack for better words. He
plays the keg. It's a
baseball bat.
A very unorthodox percussion instrument.
It matches I believe, with Mandy's fucking China cymbal. It just cracks all together. I remember one of the first times they did that, I seen the keg on stage, but I didn't think much of it, and I was turned around, I just heard a and I'm like, what cymbal's that? I turn around, he's beating the fucking keg right in time, too. That's the best part.
That was awesome.
It's not like random sporadic hits. It's right in time with the music. It adds flavor.
He's beating it with a baseball bat. That is so cool, man. You can see the
beat redness coming in the face of Extortion smashing into the damn thing. Sometimes after a study, well, I need a new keg.
All right, gang, check it out. Cause of Affliction, Time to Rise. We'll be right back. All right, gang, we're back with Eric Ross. Eric,
You-
man, Cause of Affliction. What do you think?
That's like I said, that's my guilty pleasure. That jam is fucking goes hard, and just Gary's vocal tone alone in that song is just a giant hook, and then the nice driving rhythm.
That's off their new CD, man. They just released that, right?
Yeah, recently they had the release party, I believe, in Bar and Oak on Pittston.
Yep.
I actually, sadly, was not able to attend the event, but my fellow bandmates did. They said it was quite the show, and I found their album on Spotify. So when I'm at work, I kind of play Time to Rise quite a bit. Betrayed is another killer fucking song off there.
And Gary
Scar
sings.
My Eyes.
Gary
Yeah.
sings on it, and it blew me away. I just listened to it a couple days ago when they posted it, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Because like viewing off Spotify, a lot of the songs I knew from their live set, and I heard that one, I'm like, "Oh, this is cool." Real soft in the beginning, and then they just slam into it. And it's like,
dude.
all right. I'm like, they definitely brought it to the fucking next level, no doubt whatsoever about that. But yeah, if you use Spotify, I'm sure a lot of the artists on the festival, I know firsthand, my band Threat Point and Cause of Affliction are on Spotify. So Spotify users, feel free to add some of our songs into your playlist. Show your friends.
Cool, man. Cool. So again, one day, 2 stages. 17 bands?
Yeah, 17 time slots I had to fill.
Wow.
That's stage 1, then to stage 2, stage 1, stage 2, back and forth. So it pans back and forth all day. So it was, originally it was like 7 or 8 time slots, and then we discussed to go just, if we're going to do it, go fucking all out.
Go big.
Went 17. So I had to get 11 bands, and it was like maybe a week I had all the acts booked, and I was expecting it to take a little longer, but at the same time, I got quite a lot of submissions for it. So,
sweet.
what
And
it is.
and I guess that's one of the sucky parts is having to pick and choose.
oh, it definitely is, because it's like, oh my god, like they would fit, but like there's too much of that. And then like you don't want too far out of town, because you want bands that are going to be able to draw and promote it within your area too. You don't want a band traveling too far. And it's like, because, like, even with my band, like, we travel to Alabama. Who are we bringing from Pennsylvania to Alabama, honestly?
Right.
You know, like, I'm not saying we'd grab a band that far out of state, but it's like we're trying to get all the acts to bring their own local following to, like I said, unity, bring everybody together.
That's cool, man. That's cool. And, and that's what I always talk about that on the show is this area. The camaraderie, the brotherhood, the sisterhood. That
If you're being a lazy ass and not going to shows within the Scranton area, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing, because you're missing out on a lot. But if you have been missing, you can always go to the Scranton Music Festival. It's always a pretty penny option.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And when is it, Eric? When August?
Saturday, August 8th
August
at the Nayak
8th.
Park. It's the pavilion's directly behind the hospital. I believe was CMC, now it's Geisinger. But if you're coming up Mulberry Street, that's the easiest way to get to it. You're going to come to a stop sign, and the hospital's right on your right. If you go straight, there's a parking lot to your left, and a lower parking lot that's like 3 times bigger. But right to your right, there'll be a little pathway if you're on foot. When you get to that stop sign, there's like an orange ball on a pole, it looks like, with a path. That path will take you right to it, or just when you're in the parking lots, go directly across. It's right across from the Everhart Museum.
Yep.
And if you're having a little trouble, use your ears, because I'm just going to be nice and loud.
Oh, awesome. And again, free to the public, man.
Absolutely. Well,
And-
it's a park, too. You can't charge at
Right.
the park.
Right.
So it's also a little bit of like Scranton history in there. Nayak Park is a pretty big steeple in the town.
And if you're not from the area, or if you don't know the park, then you're not from the area.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we all grew up with it. We all,
It's- Pretty much.
anybody who's lived here has been to that park 1,000 times over.
So that's the thing. It's not an unfamiliar place to go to. It's not like, they're playing at this place. I've never been there before. Where's that at? Oh, it's downtown by there. Everyone knows where the park is. It's a little bit up from downtown, more towards like South Scranton, East Scranton, kind of right in
east,
between there.
Yeah.
Just take Mulberry Street from downtown. That's your best bet. Just ride it all the way up, and you'll find the parking lots. And you'll see a big white pavilion. That's stage 1. And the pavilion on the side will be stage 2. So there's a little bit of a 3-step walk in between. So pretty much you'll be looking forward. When that band's done, you turn to the left, and the next band's on. So be cool and crowd around them, make them feel at home.
Cool, man, cool. So I got another local band here, Earthmouth, man.
Earthmouth, yet again, awesome people. They're really down to earth. Gooby is like the nicest guy. He comes, hey man, what's going on? And like, they're all just real chill, laid back. But they have an awesome, slow, stoner, doom metal-y style. It's like kind of like Black Sabbath Sleep. Little old, like Blood Eagle, keeping it old school, keeping it alive. But they pull it off fucking damn well.
I heard Gooby speak before I heard him sing.
2 different monsters.
2 different. He's so mellow and quiet, and then he's on stage, and he's a monster.
Their song "Rights of the Dead" is probably I jam that so hard. As soon as that cuts and the bass just opens, dun 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 dun, fucking yeah. I remember me and my buddy were at one of their house parties and they're having practice, and that part kicks in, and my buddy just starts screaming until he's blood red in the face. The bass kicks in, boom, yeah. As soon as they got done with the song, that's fucking awesome. These guys are fucking great. I was like, see, you don't know the gems in your own area.
And these guys they built up quite a following too.
Yeah, since they started, they have. That's another thing. They have their own following. As them and Blue Coal share a bit of a following, so it's like it's cool. There's a bunch of different followings. Like Kid Kern, he has his own. CPA, they have their own. Threat Point, they have their own. Everyone has their own fan base, and it's going to all integrate, it's just going to be awesome. I sound like a broken record, and I keep saying it, but it's like I don't know how else to express it. Like a real positive vibe and gut feeling about this, and I'm really excited to see at the end of the day how it all turns out.
I think it's gonna blow the roof off, man.
I'm really hoping so.
All right, gang, let's check this out. Earthmouth. This is off their latest CD, Voice of the Mountain. This is Beyond Mind Realm. Check it out.
Your soul enlightened spirit, lonely life when the earth sits in the sun, awaken thoughts are done voyage, lonely life when the earth
All right, gang, we're back with Mr. Eric Ross, man.
Hello.
Threat Point, or Earthmouth, man, Earthmouth.
Earthmouth, yet again, keeping the doom metal scene alive.
Stoner metal, man.
It is. It's recommended to smoke a joint prior to their set. Now, also, those words did not come out of my mouth, so... And yet again, it's in a public park, the show, so if you do want to indulge in something of that sort, please take it to your cars where you're out of sight. I'm not stupid. I know people are going to do it. I know if I was in the crowd, I would probably be like, yo, I want to go drink a beer or something, be respectful of the fact that it's in a public park, and just go to your cars if you're going to do something like that, or wait till the after party, because I'm sure there's going to be one.
Cool. And again, they're all the bands we played tonight, awesome. They all bring their own thing.
Absolutely.
They're
different flavors.
Yeah,
of the meal.
Man. Yeah.
It's like a good course meal. You have your meat, you have your potatoes and corn and all that good shit. Kind of like you have your metal, your punk, your indie, your acoustic, your country. A little bit of everything. A little flavor for everybody.
Right,
a little
man.
picky, don't worry, there's more options.
And they're all fucking fantastic, man. And they're all they all have their own following.
Exactly. Everyone has everyone has a separate following, but a lot of them are combined, so it's going to be a big mass combination. And shit, it's kind of overwhelming kind of thinking about, because it's like it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be so fucking worth it. We're going to be there from probably 7:30 in the morning getting everything nice and ready, and the show's not even kicking off till noon, so we have like 3.5 hours just to get stuff rolling and get the grill going, make everything run as smooth as we could, set up the 2 different PA systems and speakers and the works. I got to give a lot of props out to my guitar player Alex and his dad. They're going to help a lot with the second stage, so a lot of us, Chris and CJ and myself, will be helping a lot with stage 1, while Alex and I'm sure Mike will be helping out with stage 2. And we have family and friends who are willing to help as stage hands, like help make time changes go over, like help a band carry equipment and stuff off stage. Just everything nice and smooth, easy, no problems, no complications.
Right. And that's cool. Now, Alex, he's a shredder, man. That dude.
Alex is probably one of the best guitar players.
But he's also doing an acoustic set with his dad.
Yeah.
So how
night and day.
Night and day, man. Yeah.
Night and day.
Yeah.
I go over his house for practice sometimes, and I look, and everything on his wall is just guitars. He probably has 13 guitars all around his room. He's been playing. He's telling me he's been playing since he's like a little kid, and I've seen like pictures of him and his dad playing, and like there was an article in the paper about them playing down at the farmers market down in North Scranton. I was just like, I kind of thought that, and I was like, that'd be a cool thing. It's like bring his family also into it, because he comes out and sees us playing Threat Point and stuff. So it's like, we want to see you play now.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That's really cool, and it's cool that you do that. You'd reach out to him, and that's props to you, man.
Thank you.
So wow, again, August 8th, Dayog Park, 2 stages, free admission, food, porta potties, plenty of parking.
Nice wide open area. It's not going to be compact like the Vintage Theater downtown. That could only hold like 90 people, and then you're squeezed, sweaty, hot. It's humid. The air is real fucking full and sticky. It's going to be a nice open area. No overcrowding, spacious. But I don't know. You pretty much nailed all the topics right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And if it rains, we're
going to be doing our best with tents and pavilions and doing what we could to make sure this is a go.
Cool, man. Cool. How about a rundown of the bands again?
One more rundown of the bands before we do this.
Yes.
I'm going to say yes. We have DJ Kelly, K1. We have the Juliana Arc. We have the Olivettis. We have James Barrett, Kid Kern, Skip Monday. Then we have Adam Fox, Blue Coal, Objects to Avoid, No Vacancy, Crockpaw Abduction, Urvesa, Earthmouth, Blood Eagle, Slapjaw, Cause of Affliction, and Threat Point.
And Eric did that off the top of his head, man.
It's by memory now.
His phone died, and he did that off the top of his head. So, dude, that was cool.
When you look at the lineup enough, it starts to stick a little bit.
That was awesome. And, because my Facebook page is shut down, I asked Eric, I said, dude, can you help me out tonight? Everything I do, everything I know is on Facebook. And I was literally screwed without it, man.
Identity crisis. I can't even talk now.
Yes. So, yeah. Fuck Facebook. God damn it.
Facebook.
So now, I usually open the show or close the show with Blue Felix, the song I opened with tonight. And I usually dedicate it to something that pissed me off during the week. But I opened it tonight, and that song was dedicated to Facebook tonight.
Thank you,
so
Facebook. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Facebook. Middle finger up to you, Facebook. So, oh my God, we got about 10 minutes of talking, dude, before I play Threat Point. So
sounds like a plan.
So plug Threat Point, man. What do you got going on?
Well, to toot my own horn a little bit. Threat Point, we are a groove metal band based out of Scranton, PA. We do a lot of independent touring and playing out, traveling a lot of states, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Alabama, Tennessee, Virginia. We're going to be making stops in North Carolina, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, Vegas, Utah, Colorado. We're trying to get on the map as much as we could. We are currently writing for our third album, which should be starting the recording process sometime towards the end of the year. Looking for hopefully an early 2016 release date for that. Try to plug as much as we could there. Pretty much the writing process is everyone has their own intake and everyone helps out with different parts. Like Alex and I drum a little bit. Alex is a lot better than I am, but for certain drum parts we could show CJ, like, here, maybe try this, see how this sounds. Or CJ will help Chris with vocal layering. Like, Chris will be looking at set lyrics, he's like, how could I sing this? And CJ will be like, hey, let me see. And you, well, try it like this, and different things. And
right.
There's 4 guitar players in the band. Chris also plays guitar, I play guitar, Mike and Alex. So you have 4 different guitar players input, which also could correspond to bass, because sometimes we'll write a lick and we'll just be like, wait, how would that sound on the bass instead of a guitar? So, like, trying different things and, like, a lot of different outlets and inputs from everybody. Like, everybody listens to different stuff. Like, there's a huge age gap in the group as well. Chris being the oldest and me being the youngest. So there's a big diversity of what he grew up in listening to and what I grew up listening to, and combining them together. Like, he listened to, like, a lot of Megadeth and Stryper and stuff, while I listened to more, like, Slipknot and Whitechapel kind of stuff, which, might not be his forte of music, but the way some of our riffs could blend could come out to be a pretty incredible sound. We are looking, well, more on social media. Pretty much on any social media platform you look, we have. I run our Twitter page. I do a little bit on our Facebook as well. You can find our music all over the place as well. iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, CD Baby, YouTube. I've been putting individual tracks on
you guys
our YouTube
have the
channel.
.com, right?
Yeah. And our big one is our website, threatpointofficial.com. That has, at the bottom of the page, in the bottom left corner, there's actually a media player right before you could even get in the site that asks if you want to listen to our second album full entirety. So after Billy plays a Threat Point song, if you're still craving a little more groove metal, go to our website. You could stream the whole album. It has what merch we have available, bios from members of the bands, just a little bit of everything. It's kind of like a go-to place, like contact information, etc. So I'm really trying to push the website out, as well as like Spotify plays, because it's trying to hit what's popular, like YouTube videos and Spotify. We're trying to get more in tune with also promotion and connecting with fans and stuff, which is another reason we wanted to host the Scranton Music Festival, so we could make a bonding with the all-ages crowd as well, as most of our following is the older crowd. We want to try to show what we have for the younger crowd who followed me and Mike's previous band, Without a Martyr, to bring what we're currently doing now to them, as well as integrate all the bands of different genres in one big compilation. So the Scranton Music Fest is a big thing that we're doing. Besides for that, we have a couple local shows. We have one at the New Penny July 10th. We have the Scranton Music Fest on August 8th. And I believe August 28th we have a V-Spot show, which is kind of like a farewell party, because shortly after, a week or two after that, we'll be heading out to the Southwest for our Southwest tour, which is Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, California, Utah, Colorado.
Jeez. Wow, man.
Long hours.
Wow. That's awesome, though. That's really cool.
It's overwhelming at times, because like you work real hard, and it's kind of beneficial to see stuff like that, especially like you don't see a lot of bands pushing out that far. Like bands will start around here, they'll start getting their following in other states, while it's like we're trying to hit the whole other side of the country. And like there's rumors we're trying to talk about possibly a European tour, hopefully in the future. That's kind of like the dream. That's kind of what we want to happen. Like, and we're at the point where we're a do-it-yourself band. We're funding our own merch. We have a huge merch selection, which you can see off our website or at a live show. We're writing our own albums, pushing them out, so distributing our own albums ourselves, booking and touring on ourselves. So it's like, in a sense, not trying to be like that, but we are kind of looking for a label to help get us to the next point where we're not sure where to exact aim at, or if anyone has, try connecting with this person, they might be able to push you into the right direction. We're just trying to find how to go above what we're already doing, because what else is there to be doing?
You guys are doing it, man. You guys are doing it.
Like I said, we're funding our own album, tours, merch. We're doing everything ourselves. Like, of course, helping hands and friends and stuff come and play, but a lot of it is on our backs.
Right. So very cool, very cool. So again, Naog Music Fest, or Scranton Music Fest at Naog Park, August 8th, 17 bands, free admission.
Noon to 8 p.m. There's a lot of parking space, no alcohol, no fighting. That's probably the biggest rule of the day. There will be security on hand, and you will be reprimanded for your actions. Like you said, 2 parking lots, a lot of parking space. Do not park on the grass. Be courteous to the park. Be respectful to everybody. 17 bands, all day, free admission, and it's something to do, and it's a good cause.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And it's open to local artists too. Bring your art, bring your whatever.
As well as musicians, local artists are allowed to bring their work and sell it, show their portfolios off, promote themselves. It's like I've been saying, Scranton. We could have probably named it Scranton Unity, but close enough. The Music Fest.
Right.
The more ideas popping up, the more we do. And one of our title tracks to the title track of our second album, "Careful What You Wish For," we're wishing for the best event we could put on for 2015, and
I think you're there, man. I think yeah. And Cammie, official photographer.
Cammie Kittle, CLK Photography. Go like her Facebook. Check out her portfolio. She'll be doing professional photos throughout the day of all the bands, the crowd. And if you do not wish to be photographed, please inform me. I don't want anybody. Because some people get awkward with that.
Yep.
Some people don't like their picture taken, which respect to each their own.
Cool, man. And myself with Keep It Metal Promotions is proud to jump on board and help you out with this, man.
And we are very much appreciative of it.
Oh, yeah, man. No, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Oh, last song for the night.
Last song.
I saved... well, I don't know if you want to call yourselves the headliners, but
no, I'm for the final band of the day will actually be Cause of Affliction.
Oh,
Cause of Affliction will be the technical headliner of the event. We'll be going on, I believe, right before them, so we're co-headlining the event. We also don't want to have to perform and tear all of our equipment down, then all the sound equipment all at the same time. So it's kind of like perform, kind
relax.
of get a breather, and it's not our equipment that they'll be taking down. It's Cause will be taking their equipment off, so we could get our sound stuff while they're getting their gear. So it's not just compiled and everything,
Yeah,
just a giant
right.
rush. Trying to nice, neatly organized.
Cool, awesome, man, awesome. And I guess you thought of everything right down to every last detail, man.
I tried, like I wanted the lineup to build from soft to heavy, let a nice flow. Which, if you had all intense, heavy bands and fast-paced bands first, it's the intensity is at an extreme, and it's going to die down. Is not as energetic and enthusiastic as a lineup building from a softer and get heavier and heavier and faster and etc. and bringing that intensity more and more and more and more and more until it peaks at the end of the day.
Cool, man. All right, Eric, man, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome, man. Anytime, you're more than welcome back here anytime. All right, gang. Threat Point. Careful what you wish for. Awesome tune. I love this song. I love it.
Thank you to anyone that took the time out and was listening, especially if you're in the Scranton area and are attending the Music Fest. Like I said, feel free to hang up flyers, help out promotion. It's not just the bands, it's the fans as well.
All right, gang. Threat Point, careful what you wish for. I will see you next week. As always, be safe, stay well, keep it metal.